The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Iowa, Dr. Miller-Meeks, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I thank our witnesses for being here as well. The Biden administration's rush to green energy regulatory framework and a refusal to acknowledge any of the above energy strategy that focuses on reducing emissions agnostic of source will ultimately lead to higher cost, no alternative market choices, and an unsustainable electric grid. Look no further than the proposed greenhouse gas rules for carbon-based electric generating units. These rules remove the state's flexibility to keep electric generation facilities available as needed and significantly impact the reliability of the nation's bulk electric grid. Not only have state utility boards expressed concerns in comments regarding the impact of these rules, but in August, the grid operators, ERCOT, MISO, PJM, and SPP jointly filed comments indicating that their systems will need to rely even more on generation from critical reliability factors as more intermittent resources come online. Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record comments filed by the Iowa Utilities Board on how harmful these proposals would be to the state.
Without objection, so ordered.
And what's remarkable about the Iowa Utility Board putting these forth and their negative comments is that Iowa is a net exporter of energy. 50% of our energy is from renewables. Over 60% of our electricity is from wind. The FERC Commissioner, Mark Christie, said we're heading for a reliability sector crisis. EPA Administrator Regan, however, stated that with the announcement of these proposals, a reliable electric power system is essential to our national security, continued economic growth, and the protection of public health. I did just want to read one segment from this letter which states, "It defies belief that in a mere 2 months between the EPA announcing its agreement to work with the DOE and the publication of the proposed rules, that the EPA duly consulted and considered the significant impact on the essential services of literally keeping the lights on." Maybe the EPA doesn't know what an essential service is. The proposed rules are rushed. The record does not meaningfully consider the impact of this truly essential service, and the EPA myopically pursues a narrow goal at the expense of jobs, life, and heat. More than 5 million people die every year globally due to the exposure excessively hot or cold temperatures. Heat death is responsible for 1% of global fatalities, approximately 600,000, but cold kills 8 times as many people, 4.5 million annually. A 2019 study from the National Bureau of Economic Research estimates that the fracking revolution, by driving down natural gas prices, prevented or saved more than 11,000 American deaths in the winter per year from 2005 to 2011. And I greatly appreciate my colleagues on the other side of the aisle pointing that out, that during the Obama administration, when coal-fired plants were taken off, we still had electricity. Why? Because we had natural gas substitutes. There is no magic source of electricity generation in the near future over the next 5 years. Mr. Glatt, contrary to Administrator Reagan's statement, can you discuss how these rules reduce reliability and harm public health of Americans?
Certainly. In North Dakota, at any given time, over 50% of the energy generated is coal-fired power plants. Without that, there is a vacuum of energy to be provided. I don't know where that's coming from. And so that is a major concern for us. And in a short 5 years, when we're looking at 15, 20-year plans going out into the future, this is just not attainable.
Mrs. Owenby, are states provided enough flexibility to implement the proposal to meet the electric needs of their residents?
No.
Thank you for your candor. Mr. Parker, did the EPA engage with your state on the impacts these rules would have?
As I said earlier, I'm not sure of the level of their involvement with our Department of Environmental Quality. I'm sure it also participated in some of the association comments, but I'm quite certain its suggestions were not adopted.
Mr. Glatt?
Not adequately, no.
Thank you very much. It seems that the public health emergency will be the deaths that we experience when electricity prices go up and people can't afford to heat their homes in the wintertime, and they don't have the money to move down south to warmer climates. So it is a public health crisis that we are engaging upon by not having affordable, reliable, secure energy. So people may die before they ever have a chance to get asthma. Thank you so much. I yield back my time.